What is going on, everybody? Hope you are hype and ready for week 2 of the TBL. We, the Iowa Jolteons, are going against Aaron 12, coach of the Roman Polions. If you guys don't know, from past and from my old channel, I have faced Aaron a ton of times. I say this now, and I will always say this: Aaron is relatively a stall player. He will never admit to it. He will never agree to it. I know deep down he is. So today, we need to beat Stall. And how do you do it? You do it with a weird electric thingy, a grass girl, a sword and shield, a three-headed Cerberus, a giant cuddly red panda, and a queen of royalty. Anyways, what's up, guys? It's your boy Phil Shock and the Nice Hedgehog here with TBL Week 2. Going against Aaron, like I said. You guys are excited for Week 2. Get some hype in the comment section below. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. Join the Phil Shocker crew today because you'll be feeling with the king of the crew. And with that being said, let's get into this matchup. So, we're going against Aaron, and I'm also sorry if I'm acting really hyped up here, guys. I want to hype up the TBL because, you know, people like Gold, Alice, Playmaker, Yahoodles, and everyone that's been, you know, part of the TBL that's been hyping this up. Honestly, their words of encouragement and the way they like the fact of how they respond and everything, you know what, really encourages me to really want to hype up these videos and get the TBL some real recognition right here, because it is an amazing league. It's not forced to upload require, even though we do need to share a screen. That way there's a screen of gameplay that can commentate over it. And that's actually what happened here. I'm going to get into that right about now. But again, massive shout out to the TBL staff. Just really amazing people. And if you guys have not joined the TBL, go get into the Discord for this place. This place is amazing. It's really fun. And just has a lot of great characters, man. So, like I said, we're actually using my gameplay audio. So, in theory, I could have done a live comm, but I needed to be muted so that way they can commentate and stuff. So, yeah, I couldn't, which is unfortunate, really. And really do think it was unfortunate for that, but overall, I definitely think it was my best interest. But yeah, if you guys didn't check the team builder, we are bringing Specs Regieleki, which is designed to outspeed Choice Scarf Terrakion, Okaberry, Serena, just to be able to take a hit from room heat. The weakness falls to each slash, basically sets up 2 auto-automizers, so we sweep the team. If it's not Scarf, then we just set up 1, we can basically go from there. Hydreigon set up with Nasty Plot, with Chopper Berry, so we can take a hit. Banded Beware just to smack something up, and max speed, max special attack, Choice Scarf, Nidoqueen, just to be able to put in a lot of work this week. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. I might not pause as much because this is my gameplay, so I'm probably just gonna let you guys do it. So, really nervous for this matchup. I really was, because Aaron did have a bit of a bulky team. Also, one more thing. I'm gonna go ahead and just say this right now for you guys. My hand's gonna be shaking because I literally, like, legitimately, I played this game pretty much one-handed. I used one hand to do damage calcing. I used one hand to click the buttons and move the buttons up and down up with the switches. And I had one hand to literally hold my phone to record the stream. And honestly, they were okay with the pizza box style, because that's what they called this. This was the pizza box style. And you know what? I appreciate it. And they actually really liked the fact of the quality of the video, and some of the quality of this video is actually going to be really freaking high def for you guys. But anyways, look at Aaron's draft. He pretty much brought everything expected, except he did bring the Basculin, which I was a little surprised to see a little bit, not going to lie. It was kind of good versus my team, so I can kind of see that. And he actually did bring Claydol, which I was very surprised to see. Claydol, I don't know, made a lot of sense. Against my team, because you look at my team, I got a dark type, I got a ghost type, I got a grass type. Like, I don't know why he would bring it. I also had Lapras and all that, so I guess he was just really fearing Aleki, because Aleki could have swept his team, which honestly could have. So, yeah, so again, also if you see the screen move a lot, like I said, it's my hand. My hand was shaking because, you know, it's holding the weight of the phone. I didn't want to mess up the recording and stuff like that. So, do strongly apologize if you guys don't really like this and, you know, are a little hesitant of how it's going to be. But all I ask is that you give this a chance. You just try to enjoy the video to the best of your possibilities. And hopefully we get someone else to record your gameplay screen so that way you don't have to see mine. Because literally the only way I can do this because I don't have an Elgato or screen capture or something like that. I don't have any of that. So again, yeah. For anyone that does, at least appreciate shows alike and everything like that, I would appreciate it. Looking at this matchup, I was really kind of thinking to myself, okay, I can just kind of lead with my Nidoqueen freely here. I can maybe lead with my Aegislash, lead with my Regieleki, just go for a Volt Switch potentially. So a lot of things were in the factory, in the mindset here. So yeah, definitely a lot of things were running through my head going with this situation. So, but I think at the end of the day, when I just looked at the team matchup and just everything I was looking at possibility-wise, I think my overall best lead was actually my Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen just matched up super strong against every single thing I had. So, or not everything I had. Excuse me, everything that Aaron had. So I wasn't really threatening, threatened by the amount of mons he had in his team. So overall, I felt my best way lead with my Nidoqueen, Indigo, and just go from there. I did make transactions though. I'm actually going to point them out in the week 3 team builder, and I'll go over them. But this is actually though we have 2 of the mons that are actually being dropped. We actually are dropping Regieleki and Beware. I'll go over the reasons why and also the mons that we did replace them. But I'll let you guys know that Aleki and Beware, this was their last week here. So yeah, but yeah. So yeah, again, I do apologize for all the movement and everything like that. So hopefully you guys are just gonna enjoy the battle nonetheless. So yeah, we're going against Aaron. A little nervous for this matchup. We are actually going to be battling into the Sky Dome. And again, sorry if there's some flash on the light and everything like that. I do apologize if that hurts your eyes. So, do apologize. But yeah, I lead with my Indigo. He actually is going to lead with the Wheezing. And like I said, here's where me moving my hand is going to be a big factor here. Because I need to move my one hand, and when I move my hand, my body tilts forward. See right there? That's what I'm doing. I'm basically tilting my hand forward because I'm leaning my body up a little bit because of the fact that I have to run a damage calc, and I'm trying to run the damage calc without trying to, not do this battle blind as much as I can. So, definitely doing the best I can. And first off, shout outs to Gold and Alice for giving me a props to be able to do this one-handed. So, thank you for that. But, so yeah, I'm going to click Sludge Wave here. No downside like that. I probably should have made the prediction on that, though, and suspecting the, Claydol to come in. Also, I don't know why he had discount names for some of them. Then he had I also found out later on the game that why Aaron did this. He named discount mons, which were basically there to kind of help team break, and then he named mons big discount because they were the win cons for the game. Like I don't get Aaron stuff, man. So right here, I go right into my Hydreigon. I feel like Hydreigon was not a downside here. In probably some main hindsights, I should have predicted the double here. So obviously I'm going to switch out. Don't want to deal with this thing. Beats me pretty much 100% of the time. I bring in my Hydreigon, aka Dark Doa, which we're going to rename it actually because of actually watching back the video. Gold actually gave me some suggestions on what to name Hydreigon after him, which was green or black Doa because of the color scheme. Which actually made sense. I just didn't go with that because I didn't think that would work. But yeah, expect it to be named Black Doa going forward because I think the black fits better. That's for both shiny and regular form, it's black, so I feel like that's better. But yeah, I actually decided to go right for the Nasty Plot here, which I think was definitely a bit of a misplay right here. Because with going for the Nasty Plot, I thought to myself, I'm scarred. You may think I'm scarved. I go for a big move. I kill this thing straight up. And honestly, it would be best for his interest to basically just sack at that point. But he actually goes straight up for the Ice Beam here, as I do go. That revealing that he's Life Orb. So I do definitely make a big misplay here. Now, there's 2 things that's going through my mind. Either I sack the Hydreigon, make a clean switch into something, or I either swap out here, try to keep this Hydreigon around to at least try to start breaking the team. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, what do I gotta do here? What do I do here? What do I do here? And I decided to make a bit of a risky play right here, actually, and I believe I go ahead and decide to bring in my Regieleki, actually. And the reason why I did that is because I feel like more than likely he's going to click Ice Beam here again. Because Surf, from the range I was at, might have been a roll to kill me. So that definitely was a big factor going with that. But, yeah, I knew if I go Lucky, if he clicks Surf, I more likely do die. I'm pretty sure of it. But if he goes for the Ice Beam, I do take at least one hit. I can fire back a Volt Switch and basically kill here. So I'm going to bring in my Alecki named after Flame, because Flame loves Regieleki. I know he does. And Shiny Regieleki, because I know he likes it even more. So he's going to be safe play. Aaron did tell me that he definitely did regret not going for the Surf, knowing I was going to probably do the switch there. But honestly, there could have been the 50-50 there. Like, yes, Surf would have killed my Hydreigon, but then I got a free switch into this thing. This thing stays full health. This thing pretty much can do a lot more damage in the late game. But I really think preserving the Hydreigon was definitely the smarter play, though. Even though it was definitely risky. Ugh, excuse me. So I'm thinking to myself here, okay, what do I do? Do I just go for the raw attack? No, but I think it's the smarter play is to, and that's the reason I packed Insurance. Even though it's not going to do too much to the Claydol, I knew packing it would be safe. So I'm going to go for the Assurance here, onto the Claydol, switch in. I was thinking it would do roughly 20% or so, which definitely does. But for some reason, this thing is weakness policy. And I was just like, wait, what? Why is this thing weakness policy? So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I have to sack a Lecky, get a clean switch into something, and then let this thing die. So I'm going to just spam Assurance right here, get a good, decent chunk here, as he actually reveals Cosmic Power, and this is where I'm very scared. This is where I am very scared, and this doesn't surprise me that Aaron would have Cosmic Power. So, yeah, so I just have to just keep spamming Assurance, sack off my Regieleki here. I got a really good high roll there with a +1, and he reveals Rest. But the good news is this. He is not Rest Sleep Talk. I'm spoiling that right now just because of the set. Because he has Cosmic Power, he's got Rest, he's got 2 coverage moves. So I know I have to go into my Dark Doa here immediately. Because he has to burn a guaranteed at least 2 turns of Rest. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, what do I do? Do I just go for the attack twice? Do I set up a nasty plot and try to break? Like, what's my strategy? Because if he's fully Spadef, even if I go for the nasty plot, I'm not doing 50%. But seeing this Aaron did bring Cosmic Power, I wouldn't expect him to bring that. In fact, he also brought Weakness Policy, just tells me he's more of an offensive set than anything. So I have to click Nasty Plot. It's my only play. And to anyone wondering why I don't have a Dark type move, I think the main, like, that's why I said in the team builder for this league, it's just like the matchup with Hydreigon was great, but the problem was that I just did not know what to fit on my move slot. If I had Dark Pulse, looking at the team he brought, I definitely don't think it would have helped me at all. So I am a little bit more happy, but having a Dark Pulse with this +2 would have basically killed him. The thing is also, if he had swapped out there, obviously on the one turn he brings it back in, he can wake up, which definitely would have been the smarter play on Aaron's part. Excuse me. I decided to fire off the Dragon Pulse here, obviously, because it's supposed to be doing. If he's not Spadef, even with the +1, I do over 50%, and we see I do get a good roll there with the 50%. As he does go for the Fire Rush, I reveal I am Shoppleberry, which was mostly designed to handle the Terrakion, but since I had to now basically sag, and Dark Doa, being the beast that he is, hangs in there and is now going to go ahead, and now I just need to claim something. He basically has to sack a Pokemon on me, and I think his best sack is honestly the Claydol here. Because now 2 Assurance from Regieleki kills this thing unless it tries to get to rest up. And basically drops, and then I can go Thunderbolt spam. But right here, I just like Dragon Pulse. Even if he brings in the Weezing, I'm fine. But he actually brings in the Umbreon. And like I said in the team builder, Aaron's, and also there's pauses right here, I don't know why. But with Aaron's team, he had Registeel plus Umbreon. In my opinion, one of them had to be more of a Fizz Def wall, the other was going to be Spadef. And I knew if Aaron brought Registeel, Aaron would make it Spadef with the Iron Defense Body Press set, and Umbreon could be more of a reliable defensive set this week. Because I knew Umbreon was not going to play a Spadef role, and because there's also the Weezing could also be Spadef. So I do make the Flash Cannon play here. Now, it was a little risky going for the Flash Cannon, because it could have probably not killed, and he would have gone for a Wish or potentially a Foul Play there. But the smarter play, definitely, as you can see, he was also no item, so I expected he was rocking helmet, which I was like considering my suspicions on which one would be his rocking helmet on. But Umbreon being gone was huge. It opens up a door for Aegislash to do a lot of work. But now in comes this Terrakion, and I am scared of this Terrakion. So at this point in time, I literally just have to sack my Hydreigon. There's nothing I can do about that. I have to sack it. So it's gonna go ahead and drop, but it did its job. It broke down some. It broke down some of the mons. It got a kill against the Umbreon. So that at least was good. I would have liked to have used Hydreigon a little bit better there. I definitely misplayed it a bit, but it's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring in my Serena here. The reason why I brought Serena in is I felt like there was no downside of playing Serena. There was two plays I could have made here. I could have made the obvious prediction, gone for the knockoff, removing an item. Some of my main plays also was going for the triple axle, just because of the fact that he could bring in the Tornadus in on a power whip. But I guess in hindsight, when hindsight's 2020, I probably should have made that read and doubled out, because now the Weezing come in. But the good news is we find out that this Weezing is like full physically defensive. This thing is a bulky, bulky Pokemon. So now I'm thinking to myself, okay, what do I bring in here now? What do I do? So now I'm thinking to myself, okay, what do I do? And I think my easiest play right here is to bring in my Indigo. He could make a double. He could, stay in, chip me down, go for a flamethrower. So a lot of potential plays. He also could just swap out if he really wanted to. It'd be a little bit of a weird play, but it would be a decent double if he gets the double right. If he gets the double wrong, then he's got to sack a Pokemon to me. So I am going to switch out, bring in my Indigo, my Nidoqueen here. As he does pull the double, and he actually drops in the Basculin, which I'm very surprised by that play. But I guess he was banking on the double here. So basically now I'm in a situation here where I go for Sludge Wave. I more than likely kill this thing. If I saw him maybe get like the lowest roll in the world, I probably don't kill. But I most likely kill this thing. And my best play is to literally click Sludge Wave. It does invite Claydol in, but it does potentially put it in range of a two-shot. But now I get to pull for Sludge Wave, kill this thing, get this thing out of here, and that make it less of a problem for my team. Because now in comes Terrakion or the Claydol, because more than likely something's going to happen something here. Claydol comes in. I could have risked Nidoqueen, but he actually brings in Terrakion, which was probably a smarter spring in here. So I need to keep Nidoqueen in here, keep Nidoqueen out. I'm going to go ahead and just sack Regieleki. Regieleki can, I feel like, couldn't be able to do what I wanted to do in this match, so I'm just going to sack it off to the Earthquake that is most likely coming my way. Because it's the only move that would hit both this and Regieleki. Excuse me. So I'm going to sack Regieleki here, as he actually reveals to be Swords Dance. So I'm going to assume he was Focus Sash with Swords Dance. If he was actually Rock Polish with Life Orb or X-Build, he actually just won the game right there. But as you're going to find out, he's actually not Rock Polish. I think he was just Rock Slap. I think it was Dual Stab plus Earthquake with Swords Dance. And I definitely think it was a misplay. And that, I think, was a roll there. But it's fine. She's going to drop my Regieleki, which is completely fine. I don't care. Regieleki was there to be a sack right there. So, in this point in time, Nidoqueen actually just wins. Nidoqueen just wins. There was a part of me that wanted to bring in my Aegislash here, just because if I had Shadow Sneak, which I don't, I could have banked it. He would have just still sacked Terrakion to me, so I definitely feel like that was definitely would have been a misplay on my end. So, I have to literally just go Nidoqueen. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Sorry about that, guys. It's getting pretty late for me, so I'm trying to hurry up with this recording and get going. But yeah, there's gonna be a little pause. But yeah, I go into my Nidoqueen, and pretty much Nidoqueen can just actually just lock into Ice Beam at this point. It kills this. It kills Claydol. It 2 KOs pretty much everything I've seen. Like if he's max HP with his Weezing, at the range Weezing is at, I'm pretty sure Weezing can get 2 KO'd. But yeah, he's going to sack Claydol, which is definitely the smart play right here. So I kill this thing, get this thing out of here. It was annoying. But now AG is actually in a position to where I can actually just win with Aegislash. There's nothing that stops me from winning with Aegislash at this point. And Ironhead literally just cleans the game. I have to get one Autotomized up, I believe. to win the game at this point in time. So things are looking up for me here in terms of what I want to do. Ugh. Excuse me, as he does bring in the wheezing. I'm just going for the Ice Beam. I believe at the range he was at, he was around just under 65%, under 75%, I would say, or just about 75%. But going for the two Ice Beams definitely were rolls in my favor to get the 2 AKO on this thing. So, big factor right there. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to stay in and click Ice Beam. Because there could have been a switch, I could have gone to Aegis Slash potentially, but I'm just going to click Ice Beam here. And we do unfortunately get a crit on this thing, which I think the crit didn't matter in my honest opinion, just because I think I still would have 2 KO this thing, unless it had some def investment into it. But again, with the calc I saw with like a max HP variant with no special defense investment, I saw no way of him living the hit in that regard. So I click Ice Beam here again. This drops, and now it's basically Nidoqueen versus Tornadus and the Terrakion. And at this point, again, I have Aegis Slash in the back. I essentially win. If I drop this thing, basically Beware can win the game in the back as well. And even Dala can win the game in the back as well, because I can just go for a knockoff and just get the KO there. So at this point in time, I think I pretty much have this game won. Nidoqueen just basically needs to live any hit from this Tornadus, and basically we can win the game here. So I'm going to click Ice Beam, fully revealed that I am definitely Scarfed. To him if he hasn't or figured that out. I go for the Ice Beam. It does 2 KO it. He definitely goes for the Psychic, and Nidoqueen, being the queen she is, lives the Psychic, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We pick up the 4-0 victory over Aaron 12 and the Rome Empoleons and your Iowa Jolteons. And I'm saying it early, but you guys all know it's going to already happen. That your Iowa Jolteons are going to go 2-0 and actually be the second team to be on the undefeated streak and actually tied for first overall in the whole division, the whole league itself. So that is really cool in that perspective as well. Definitely an amazing feeling coming out of week 2 here. So definitely really hyped. So yeah, but Nidoqueen was easily MVP. I knew Nidoqueen was going to be such a good piece to this team, and it was the last piece of the puzzle I feel like that needed to fill in for the team. Because I just think of them, and then look at this. I'm just giving off the, yeah buddy, with my fingers. And I'm giving them the thumbs up. I was a funny guy. I'm also going to just pause it right there because there's just a lot of boring dialogue and stuff like that, so... Yeah, but we finish out the season. We finished week 2. We got with a big 4-0 victory, which was pretty dominant. I feel like. I think we were really in control of the game. Definitely made a couple of misplays. I definitely misplayed my Hydreigon a lot. I definitely think I could have had probably a better opportunity with my Hydreigon to put in a lot more work in the type of the type of versatility I could have put it in. So definitely feel like I misplayed my Hydreigon quite a bit. Definitely did that for sure. Otherwise, I think we pretty much played effectively well. Also, if anyone's wondering why I actually went for that Thunderbolt on the Terrakion instead of Assurance, the main reason I went for that because I feel like Aaron was going to be so predictable in thinking Furler's going to be clicking Assurance here. He knows I'm going to switch out because I don't want to lose my Terrakion to Specs Alecki because he knows Specs Alecki can outspeed and kill. But I knew Aaron was going to try to pull that, so I did take the risk, go for the Thunderbolt, and obviously my risk paid off majorly. And I guess I got low roll unless Terrakion somehow lived that. And again, if Terrakion was Sash, he would have just went down to a Sash, so it's not end of the world. And plus I was sacking Alecki at that point. And if Alecki gets sacked after that SD, basically I go back into Nidoqueen. I do have to go for the Focus Blast potentially, or the Earth Power. And force out that Terrakion, which I think would have definitely been still a thing he would have swapped out to and brought something else in. But Nidoqueen was the dominant force that we needed this week, man. She's getting a title, and hopefully I can give her the thumbnail as well. But that is going to be it for the TBL Week 2, guys. Like I said, we go 2-0 with a plus 5. either +5 or +6 differential. We are now tied for the leaderboard as the #1 overall coach in the league. We are the second team that is undefeated. And fun fact for all of you, next week we take on Manbird in the Fort Wayne Combuskins. Combuskins with a K because it's very, very important. And next week we will find out who will be the team to be the undefeated coach for the season. Well, at least for that week, and then get bodied week 4. But yeah, next week I think is gonna be a really hype match. I'm really hoping it's gonna be a nice, clean game as well, just to give everyone just a big, big fight field matchup, especially for how scary of a team matchup we have here. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking, end this video, let it render so I can upload it for you guys. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Join the Official Soccer Crew today. And again, I do apologize that it was my phone you got to see content-wise. Just note that hopefully we can get anyone else's, and if occasionally mine has to be used, I hope you guys will at least understand and tolerate it for me. And I hope you guys are enjoying the Wi-Fi content that I'm giving you guys. We have recently been getting a lot of viewership, a lot of subscribers now. So all the support that I'm getting, thank you all so much, and show some support and love to the TBL way. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to see you guys later. Until next time, I'm Phil Shocker, and I say I'll see you guys next time. Peace.